Welcome to the Books and Martinis podcast.
I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy.
And this is your go-to book podcast,
where we lift, empower, and spotlight authors.
Grab your martini and follow along.
And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
Hey, book lovers. This episode of Books and Martinis is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors. Blue Box Media, you dream it, we produce it. And Travel with Samantha Cividanes, specializing in luxury cruises. Ooh. Their support keeps the stories, authors, and conversations flowing. Don't forget to visit them and support the brands that support this podcast. Now the martinis are poured, let's get into the episode. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Priya.
And I'm Mercy. Welcome, everybody. And Priya, today, this is all about you. I'm so excited. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Bottoms
cheers.
up.
Bottoms up.
All of it up. All of it up, Priya. All for you.
Salute to me.
You from you. Today is all about you for you. Talk to me. Tell me all about your book. Talk about
my God, guys. So my book is not out today, by the way. We know. We're all excited about it because today I am launching Starship LitCrew. Starship LitCrew is the street and arc team for my book, Between the Beast and the Stars. Actually, it's for me. And I'm hoping all the folks on the crew will stick around for book 2 and book 3 and the spin-offs and the other book series that I have. But so today, yeah,
Priya,
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about exactly what your Lit Crew is. And if somebody that's not already there wants to be a part of it, what does that entitle and how do they become a part of it since this is all brand new?
Sure.
And there's time.
So, like I said, the Lit Crew, Starship LitCrew, is the name of the arc and street team. So the street team essentially, the street team. So all of this is happening on Instagram, pretty much. Instagram and via email, maybe some threads, but mostly on Instagram. And the street team is a group of people who are going to be posting and sharing information about my book before it releases and when it releases, Between Beasts and the Stars. They do reels, static posts on the feed. They make comments in pods and stuff like that, in Bookstagram pods, another side conversation, just to help promote and get the word out about what's happening. And the ARC team, so I'm calling them Arcanauts, which is so fun.
I saw that. I love
it. A mashup between astronaut and ARC. So ARC is Advanced Reader Copy. And of course, astronauts, people go off into space. And because of Starship LitCrew, we have to have some astronauts on there. So I made it Arcanauts.
I love the originality.
Thank you. And the ARC readers, essentially what they're doing is reading the book before it releases and posting reviews on Goodreads, Amazon, and on social media. So they don't really have to participate as much as my main crew, which I'm also calling the Star Squad. And they consist of Galaxy Guardians, Commanders, and Explorers. And I'll tell you what they are in a second. So they don't have to post as much as the Star Squad, but they're so important because they're letting the outside world know more about my book. So people are searching for it on Amazon who are not on Instagram, for example, and not searching for, sci-fi fantasy books on Instagram. They can go on Amazon and look for reviews of sci-fi fantasy books or Goodreads, and hopefully they'll find mine.
Beautiful.
And hopefully it won't just be Arcanauts. People get more interested and leave their own reviews once they've read my book. And if you are someone who is interested in being an Arcanaut or being on the Star Squad of the Starship LitCrew, I do have a link. I'll keep it up in my Instagram profile that you could fill out an application. But you're going to have to give me a nudge at this point because I have about 20 people in the Starship LitCrew, and I won't be looking at the link as often, but there is a link in my profile where you could fill out and apply to be part of the crew. So
I love that.
Long story short, that's Starship LitCrew. And I just want to make it fun. I want to make it about community. I want to bring people together. I know it's all about, it's so weird promoting yourself, right? Like I was talking to another author and they're like, why don't you just
Hmm.
get a PA? And PAs, there's some amazing PAs out there. We know quite a few of them, but it costs a lot of money to self-publish, so I'm trying to cut
Yes.
corners wherever I can.
Yes.
And the PAs are usually the ones that promote you in your ARC and street teams. Um, Now, I do have a few quote unquote commanders that signed up that would want to sort of fill that role a little bit, but essentially, I'm going to be promoting myself.
Right.
But it's so hard. Be like,
Which the reality is, to those that may not know, like maybe to
yeah,
readers versus authors, this is extremely common. This is what most authors do. Probably 8 out of 10 do
exactly.
self-promotion. And that's why you see them at book signings, and that's why you see them at events and street fairs and book cons and all that kind of stuff. It's because it's how they promote their book.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, so yeah, it's kind of weird promoting yourself like that and talking about yourself like that. And on top of that, this being such a personal thing, like everything you and I have done together has been sort of like outside of us. You know what I
Right.
mean? So now that we're authors, it's like inside of us.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
a personal thing to write and publish a book and put yourself out there like that. You know, we've done that as entrepreneurs and our businesses, but this is just like, this is
Yeah.
really close
It's
to home,
personal.
very, very personal. And we put so much of ourselves in our books and our characters. So yeah, it's scary to say
I
the least.
know. I know. I feel like a book becomes kind of like a pet. So you have your children and then you have your pets, right? And your pets become part of the family. They're like your children because you love them as much as you would love your children. Um, and then you have a part of you that you let go of into a book because your book is like blood, sweat, and tears. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's so much time invested, so many emotions, so many things you didn't do because you were working on your book. Um, that's a part of you. So it's like another child or pet or book. To me, they can all kind of, you know, weave together. Like they're a part of you. All of those things make a part of you. So
Yeah.
we were talking earlier, there will be many of the authors we've interviewed through, all these so many episodes we've had, lost total count, um, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so they talk about, how people elevate them to believe in themselves and how people life change when they read certain words that you've written, and that's so
Mm-hmm.
inspiring and so beautiful. But then there's the opposite where people will just trash a book that you may love, but they didn't care for. And instead of saying, I didn't care for the book, they'll just talk crap because
Mm-hmm.
let's face it, there's a lot of haters out there.
Yeah.
And they don't realize how hurtful that is. I think unless you're an author or a mom, female person that has a really close tight bond with something that's really precious to them, or even a dad can obviously have that same bond. But unless you know that bond, I think it's hard to explain how hurtful that can be. So we have to be ready because when you expose yourself, you're really exposing everything, right? You have your kids and you can say whatever you want to say, but people will talk crap about your kids and you just want to kill them.
Yeah.
And you're proper and polite and you're like, okay, okay. You're at the soccer field and your kid's kicking the opposite way and they're like, whoa, your kid's like a loser. What the hell? Our team's gonna lose because your kid keeps kicking the ball the wrong way.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know, he's so crazy. Come on, and the ball goes the other way, and you're teaching your little 6-year-old or 5-year-old, no, it goes that way, honey. But inside you're like, I'm gonna kill you. I could totally kill
Mm-hmm.
you right here, but I'm gonna be the better parent than just stay quiet and not
Right.
say anything. And this is authors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill
Yep.
you, but I'm just gonna stay here quiet and know that I signed up for this, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. So the seedy side of being an author is the bad reviews and
Yeah,
the meanies
yeah, the
on the internet
haters.
and the haters on the internet. But like we said, like Madonna said, any publicity is good publicity. So if someone's taking the time to hate on me,
Absolutely. As long
okay,
as you bought my book, we're good.
yeah,
Just buy
I
my
give my
book.
84 cents. after royalties.
Just buy my book. Yeah. So
Um,
I think it's great that you have the courage to publish your book.
both of
I
us,
mean,
not just
yeah,
me. I'm doing it
both of us.
now, but
Yes, mine is
I'm like the
coming.
test run for you. You're
Mine is
like, oh
coming.
man.
Mine is coming. I have two that I'll be releasing, but all
Exactly.
at the right
Exactly.
time.
So you'll
Yeah.
feel all my pain, but your experience might be completely different. You might just be coasting through it for all you know.
For all I know.
For
Who
all
knows?
you know, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm going the indie author route, which
Right.
is self-publishing. And then the traditional publishing is, of course, from the big houses like Simon and Schuster or Macmillan or
Hmm.
whatever.
Hmm.
And I've tried. I've submitted 73 or 74 queries. I have had one manuscript request. I've had 45 rejections saying no, the rest didn't respond. And I had one really brutal one, which was one of the last ones I got.
I
I just
remember.
randomly submitted that I had high hopes for because she passed it on to another agent, and that other
Right.
agent shitted on it. Excuse my language. But so that really made me scared, like, oh man. But a lot of the traditional publishing is based on marketing. Who can we sell?
Right.
And I had to remind myself, my book is not for everyone, especially sci-fi. Not
Right.
everybody likes sci-fi. I mean, right now, fantasy is huge, and that's what they want. They
Right.
want the kings, the queens, the courts, the
Right.
dragons, the wizards, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And I do have a dragon or two in book two, but it's mainly sci-fi. We're
Right.
out in space,
And that's okay. There are plenty of people that love that.
Exactly. So
Yeah, there's so many different tastes out there. Just like
exactly.
colors, there's a million
Hmm.
colors.
So I'm hoping to find my people, my people to find me,
Mm.
and my book. But going back to trad publishing, I did see recently uh, that there was some like stuff going on in the publishing world where it was seemed like it was like toxic things
Yeah.
happening. And I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but it just reassured me, like it validated my
Yes.
choice to be indie. So
Yes.
if I'm
I
indie,
agree
I
with
still
you.
have my rights. I could still do trad publishing later on if I wanted to.
Correct. Let them
Um,
come to you.
exactly. And right now, the trad publishing industry is shifting. So if they see indie authors doing really well, the books are selling, blah, 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 which is sort of what they want anyway. They want books that
Hmm.
sell and make money for them. Then they'll approach the indie author,
Hmm.
because a lot of people are going the indie route because they're seeing it's so
Correct.
hard. It's so gated,
Yeah.
to
And from
be
that
trad.
information, because you shared that with me, which I appreciate, and it's funny because that is telling us that there's actually agents out there that work for all these traditional publishers who are looking at authors who are active in social media, who
Mm-hmm.
already have the following, who already
Mm-hmm.
have the readers following them. And those are the ones that they're actually looking at, as opposed to old school, where they would be just reading manuscripts.
Yeah.
So instead of only reading the manuscripts, they're going to judge you on so much more than that now. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a good book, but who is that person? And do they have followers? Do the people already know who she is?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
It's
interesting
their
how everything's
engagement.
shifting.
Yeah. And we know
Mhm.
quite a few authors that we've interviewed on the podcast that started as indie. Ruby Dixon.
Right,
Um, we have the two girls, Max Monroe,
right.
that started as indie,
We
did
have a lot of
trad,
them.
and then went back to indie. you know,
Yeah.
there's so
Or
many
they do
people.
two, or they do both. We
Yeah.
had somebody last month, don't ask me who it was. It was a female, but we had a female last month that decided she was going to do both.
Mm. That was Annie. Annie did
Was it
both.
Annie?
Yeah.
Yes, she did traditional first, and now she's doing it on her own.
Mm.
And she's collaborating with, I believe it's Camille Pagan, who's doing the same thing, who's done
Exactly.
both.
Hmm.
So,
So you could sign a contract for one book, but if you have another
correct.
book that the publisher is not interested in, you can self-publish it, and that's
Right.
okay.
If
Um,
if in that contract that you signed, you're not signing the rights to any future books, regardless of the books, because that's something else you sent me
Yep.
that talks about it's like a Bible, what they send you for you to sign, and you're kind of
Mm-hmm.
giving your soul away to them. You're signing it. So you have to be really careful that you're signing that they only have the power to this book and not to any other book you may write.
Future books. Yeah, that's kind of
Hmm.
scary and
That is
nuts.
scary. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then so that's another thing. Okay, that's another topic too, because if you're signing a contract with a trad publisher and you haven't copyrighted your book yet, so this is a little tip,
Right.
then they obviously can copyright it for you and take the rights. But if your
And
book
then
is
take the
already
rights.
copywritten and already published by yourself,
Mhm.
you own the rights and they have to pay that out. So,
Okay. And I believe when you have the rights are good for 65 years after you pass away.
oh,
That's how long it's good for. Hmm.
okay, that's
That's from
great.
the lady that you sent me that I was listening to. You sent me,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
was at the airport when I got it. So I
Yeah,
was
I forgot her
listening
name
to it.
already, but
Me
yeah.
too. I was in the airport. But yes, so she was talking about that, how important it is that you already have it copied, that you already have it copywritten before you even approach them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So those
Yeah.
are
So you
all.
already have all the, so okay, let's talk a
Mm,
little bit about my process because
yes.
I'm publishing the books on both KDP, which is Amazon, and
Right.
Indie and Ingram Spark. So Ingram
Mhm.
Spark is a platform where we've heard all our authors talk about that. If you publish on there, both your ebook and your paper books can be ordered wholesale by retailers, and it's
Right.
really easy process.
You can see
They
it
get
at your local bookstore, Barnes and Noble, all the good stuff.
yeah, they get a discount, blah blah blah. And then KDP through Amazon is a little bit harder for wholesale sales for bookstores to order from. But it's the most popular platform and it's the most easy access for readers. So
Right.
those are the two platforms I'm focusing on, and I'm seeing like KDP is a little bit easier than Ingram Spark as
Is
I'm
it
setting.
really? I thought you were having a
Yeah,
hard time with it.
yeah.
I
So
guess it
Ingram
was with the
Spark,
formatting, right?
yeah, Ingram Spark was the one I was having a hard time with because
Oh, okay.
I had to reformat my book to 5.5 by 8.5. It's the sizing, right?
Okay.
And that's I guess, the most popular size that authors use. And it jumped my manuscript from 200 something pages to 467 pages.
Wow.
400, and I texted you right away. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, can you believe this?
Yep.
And what that did was completely jack up the retail price that I set for it because I was going to sell it at $16.99. I was like, oh, okay, this seems like a decent price. Um, and and then the audiobook was going to be $4.99 or something like that. But when I set it at $16.99, it put me in the red after wholesale prices. So that was just like
Hmm.
that was nuts,
Hmm.
and it made me so upset. And I dumped on you, and I dumped on Wade, my husband, and then I set it to $21, $20, and then I got 84 cents in the black. 84 cents, y'all. That's how much I would get if you purchased a book from a bookstore, or a bookstore purchased my book from Ingram Spark. That's how much I would get. And I know for a fact that that's what a lot of authors deal with, just the royalty that you get, commission or whatever that you get after it goes wholesale to a bookstore. So that's why a
Crazy.
lot of us try to sell our books at events. We purchase our own books, bring it, to our house, and then we bring it to events and we sell there for the regular price, which I'd probably sell it at 16.99 or something. It'd probably be cheaper to buy it
Right.
from me.
And
But
you did a lot of research on books
mhm,
like yours and your pages.
you
And
see
I,
behind me, you see the bookshelf behind me that you
yeah,
so graciously gifted me. I constantly, so I look at this one. This is one
it
author
looks
that
like you're ready for a third. A
right?
third.
I am. I look at Starheart. Ruby Dixon is in here. I look at her book a lot. But I look at the books that I like that are
Okay.
similar to mine. And I'm
That
like,
are
okay, what are
similar.
they doing? How it's formatted. So I recommend this for you too. You look
Okay.
at your own books so this one's close to mine, and so is Ruby's.
Okay.
Um, I'll put this back later. And I see how many pages there are. I see how they're doing it. I'm looking at the price, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh man, so this is it. This is how it's done, and I'm just gonna have to suck it up. You know what I mean? So KDP is different. So I'm still working out the pricing for that, but so far it seems okay. It seems okay. And it's been a lot easier to upload and manage your system so far.
So far, yeah.
So far.
And so, yeah, as we go on, if anybody wants to join in and be part of any of the different options that you have where they can be a part of your book launch, they can contact you clearly through here or through Instagram. Or through our page, of our podcast page.
Yeah.
But if we would love for you to keep coming, maybe monthly or every other month, and telling us how that process is going, because we're constantly interviewing authors, but they'll tell us once everything is out there. You're kind of walking us through all of it.
Real life.
Which is so, it's just so
IRL,
cool.
Yeah. And let me tell you exactly, before we wrap, let me tell you exactly what's coming up. So today, Starship LitCrew launches, and you're listening to this episode. By the 14th, I will do a cover reveal. So you will see the beautiful cover that my child, who is a phenomenal artist, created for Between Beasts and the Stars. I'm doing that next week. And then I'm revealing character art the week after on 7/21. And the character art was commissioned. I commissioned an artist in Canada, and I bumped into him on Threads because I had a Canadian post. I was fanning over how amazing Canada was when I went there a couple months ago. And he was just a regular comment that he made. And I just clicked on his profile, and I saw that he was a comic book artist, and his stuff was good, very Marvel-esque. And since Tala's like hero-esque, heroiness, I was like, oh, can you do this for me? And voila, he created an image of Tala, which I have already, and I was so excited to share with the world. And there will be more. He's working on MMCs right now. So that's
on 7. That was
7/21. 7/21, the character art. And then the pre-release for the book will be done in September, if all goes well. And drum roll, the actual release of my book will be Tuesday, October 13th. Yay! Yay! And you guys are hearing this right after I announce it to my Lit Crew. I'll be sharing with them in chat. So I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that y'all are on this journey with us as we wrangle our books, publish our books, put it out there in the world, and put ourselves out there in the world. I'm so glad we're on this journey together.
And I love that you're kind of exposing all of you to us so raw in real life, right? As you're going through it. So we love you for it. We congratulate you for it. We lift you up for it. And we're just, I know all of us, we're looking forward to hear more as the whole journey takes on.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad we're doing this together. You're my partner.
Me
You're
my
wife.
Me too. I know.
All right, let's do one last cheers to wrap it.
Absolutely. To Tala.
To Tala Strada.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yes.
Bye,
I love
guys. Like, share, follow.
Yes. We will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.